But we'll get into that later. The one person in that top 5 MVP thing that I really disagree with is Lillard. I don't think he's that good, and I'd say he's an incredible basketball player. If you're more or less unanimously included in the top 15 players in the league by most outlets, you're an incredible basketball player. I just think people, I want to, halt those brakes a little bit. I just don't think he is that good. He, even I was looking up, as a volume 3-point shooter. Do you know who he's most comparable in the league to? It's not Steph Curry. He's most comparable to Paul George. Paul George shot 7 3-pointers a game, and he hit 37.1%. Lillard shot 8 per game, and he was like 37.5. So that's more or less as close as most people would kind of label Paul George as more of a streaky shooter than.
Oh, for sure. Paul George is hot or cold, and Lillard, he just seems to get hot in the fourth quarter. And if he adds 5 more buzzer beaters to his season this resume, which is not out of the realm of possibility.
He was incredible today. He was incredible today.
So. No,
the one thing about Lillard as well is that he's such a liability on defense.
Yeah.
Again, I'm getting more into my personal stuff about him rather than his MVP candidacy. I just think you'd find it really difficult to put him into that top 5. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I think about him as a player. I just can't,
Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. I feel like you'd be more on the level with the Harden, and
Harden is superlative on offense.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Don't worry about it.
All right, so so we got that. Defense Player of the Year. You think Kawhi goes for the 3-peat?
I think he does. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron tries to make a strong push, because that's about the only thing missing from his resume. And again, he might have gotten robbed. Was it 3 years back?
He was incredible in the 2012 season.
Yeah, the
2012-13 season. He was, all time
he
good.
Was a beast. And I mean, the LeBron chase down block is one of the most beautiful things that can happen in basketball. Like, he's just a freak, and
I just don't think I think to be Defensive Player of the Year, not always, but it's kind of the same as the MVP. It's like, be the anchor for a top 2 defense in the league, which I don't think the Cavs are going to be.
Yeah.
Or just be the anchor, or be like one of the central defensive players on a top 5 defensive team, and just bring it consistently night to night, play to play. And I just think LeBron doesn't give enough of a shit.
It's fair enough
to really do that on defense. I mean, I think he just on offense he can cruise to a 25-5-5, but like with defense, it's more like you have to really consistently bring that effort, and I think that's asking a bit much at this point.
You make a lapse and for 1 second, and somebody blows right by you. Like, the NBA is full of skilled players. So I'll have LeBron 1.
You think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year?
I think he's going to go for it, and I think whatever he puts his mind to on a basketball court, the dude can accomplish anything. Like, I mean,
he's not going to win. He's not going to win a ring if he puts that much effort in night to night during the regular season. He's not going to.
Probably not, but we'll see. Hard to say. Number 2, probably Kawhi. He's just done his thing. It's not the sexy pick, but he's just amazing. Don't really need to go into that. The third and last one I'll pick for this, it's going to be Ibaka.
Think Ibaka's going to win Defensive Player?
I think he's going to come out. I think, at least, I know I'm sick of hearing the narrative that, this dude, he's probably not even 26. He's probably 35, and he's washed up, and his numbers went down, and he didn't have the blocks that he had 2 seasons back because Billy Donovan didn't ask him to protect the rim. He was hedging on a lot of picks, and he was doing his own thing, but he was playing within team defense. I think with the Magic, he's gonna. I don't know. Roy Hibbert looked like a very good defender under Frank Vogel. I think Ibaka is gonna be.
Yeah, it's
better.
not a bad pick. I mean, it's not a bad pick. If the Magic make a massive leap,
They'll
in
have to make the
defensive-
playoffs
yeah.
if he's gonna make it.
they'd have to make
So,
the playoffs, and they need to make it. They need to make a leap into the top
5
3,
defensive.
4. If he was really going to get the because for him to get the credit for it, they'd have to like jump into the top 3, 4, and he'd have to look really good. I think it would be it's more likely for me that the top 3, you have 2 returnees in Green and Draymond Green and Kawhi. And then everyone's been picking Gobert the last couple of seasons. But I think this might be the year where the Jazz really consistently will win enough games and are good enough in defense overall that he could kind of break into that top. I don't think he's finished in the top. I don't think he's played enough games or been good enough so far to finish in the top 3. Gobert, yeah. But I think he could make a pick and a push into the top 3. Again, it's like any of the rest of the awards. It's really just what it's all about. It's all about. I mean, that's why I wouldn't even be surprised if Hassan Whiteside, like maybe the Heat are not going to be good enough, but that's the type of player that usually gets considered for defensive player of the year because he gets 4 blocks and
you pick up those huge block numbers
10,
and it's
10
just,
rebounds and
Well, again, it's the media, which are we technically part of the media now that we've?
No, they're a bunch of scum-sucking, scumbags, scumbags.
Yeah, man, I know you are, but
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
No, we're just YouTube is a separate division of the media.
Oh God.